हेलो एवरीवन, गुड इवनिंग। वेलकम टू अर्पिता शर्मा क्लासेस। आप सभी का स्वागत है अर्पिता शर्मा क्लासेस में। मैं हूं अर्पिता शर्मा, आपकी एजुकेटर। और आज हम द हिंदू न्यूज़पेपर के इंपॉर्टेंट करंट अफेयर्स को एनालाइज करेंगे। नाउ इन टुडेज क्लास आई एम आल्सो गोइंग टू आस्क सम क्वेश्चंस रिलेटेड टू प्रीलिम्स। आज की क्लास में मैं कुछ प्रीलिम्स रिलेटेड क्वेश्चंस भी पूछने वाली हूँ, राइट, सो दैट वी कैन बी प्रीलिम्स रेडी। As you all know, prelims is going 2021 is going to be held in the month of June, right? तो इसलिए हमें अभी से प्रीलिम्स की प्रैक्टिस शुरू करनी है। वी हैव टू, बिकॉज ओनली 8 months आर लेफ्ट। 8 महीने बचे हैं ना, तो वी हैव टू स्टार्ट द प्रैक्टिस फ्रॉम टुडे इटसेल्फ। आज से ही हम प्रैक्टिस शुरू कर देंगे। ओके, सो we'll start with the practicing of prelims based on current affairs from the Hindu newspaper. आज से ही हम शुरू करेंगे। Now before that, the PDF of the class will be uploaded on my Telegram channel. So you can download the PDF from my Telegram channel. आप वहाँ से PDF को भी download कर सकते हो, right? And the PDF will also contain the prelims related questions and their answers as well. Now these are the important topics that we are going to cover today. Packed ink to develop virus antibodies. Army Chief commissions INS Kavaratti at Visakhapatnam. This topic we already have covered it in the PIB analysis yesterday. 2+2 talks will focus on regional issues. CPI IW base year revised to 2016. New app for National Museum. Testimony of sexual assault victim enough for conviction, says Supreme Court. CPCB flags unsafe disposal of carcasses. Sri Lankan Parliament passes 20th Amendment. Granules potassium pill gets FDA nod. And we are going to start with this article, very beautiful article in today's newspaper on faith, on mind control. Now this article quotes the Srimad Bhagavatam. In Srimad Bhagavatam, Lord Krishna tells Uddhav the story of a rich but very stingy, very rude merchant of Avanti. When the merchant lost all his wealth, he realized the impermanence of wealth, turned over a new leaf and became a sannyasi. हुआ क्या? श्रीमद् भागवतम में लॉर्ड कृष्णा ने उद्धव को, अपने मित्र को, अपने सारथी को एक स्टोरी सुनाई। एक अमीर आदमी हुआ करता था जो कि बहुत एरोगेंट और रिच हुआ करता था, राइट? रिच था, एरोगेंट था, एटीट्यूड था उसमें, बहुत ज्यादा ईगो था, ठीक है, बिजनेसमैन था। पर जैसे ही उसने अपना सारा धन दौलत खो दी, उसने रियलाइज किया कि ये जो धन दौलत है ये कितना टेम्पररी है, इससे फाइनल हैप्पीनेस नहीं मिलती है। So he turned over a new leaf. That means उसने अपने लाइफ की एक नया चैप्टर शुरू किया और एक सन्यासी बन गया। But the people around him did not believe that he was a true sannyasi because they remembered how wicked he had been earlier when he was rich. उसके आसपास जो लोग थे ना, उनको विश्वास नहीं हुआ कि ये सच में सन्यासी बना है या नहीं, या सिर्फ नौटंकी है इसकी, अब पैसा खो गया है तो कुछ करने को नहीं है, एटसेट्रा एटसेट्रा। क्योंकि जब वो अमीर था तो वो बहुत ही बुरा आदमी था। So they grabbed his danda, polluted his food, tore his garments, beat him up. But he ignored all this and continued with his meditation. When asked how he could be indifferent to such cruelty, he said, "For my sorrow or joy, my body is not the reason." मेरे दुख या सुख के लिए जब उसको लोग परेशान करने लगे तो उससे पूछा कि भाई लोग तुम्हें इतना परेशान करते हैं, मारते हैं, पीटते हैं, तुम्हारा खाना खराब कर देते हैं, तुम्हारे कपड़े फाड़ देते हैं, तुम फिर भी कुछ नहीं कहते, क्यों? तो उसने कहा, मेरे दुख के लिए या मेरी खुशी के लिए मेरा शरीर कारण नहीं है। गॉड इज नॉट द रीजन ईदर। भगवान का भी दोष नहीं है। अगर मैं खुश हूं तो भगवान की वजह से नहीं, दुखी हूं तो भगवान की वजह से नहीं। माई आत्मा इज नॉट द रीजन। मेरी सोल भी रीजन नहीं है। माई सोल इज ऑल्सो नॉट द रीजन वाई आई एम हैप्पी और सैड। इट इज जस्ट माई माइंड दैट इज द कॉज फॉर जॉय और सोरो। मेरा जो दिमाग है, मेरी जो बुद्धि है, वो कारण है कि मैं दुखी हूं या खुश हूं। द मनस विच इज ट्रैप्ड इन द थ्री गुनास, द रजस, द सत्व, tamas, right? They makes us do the karmas, perform the actions. So we become attached to the world. The man who questioned the sannyasi then asked him how to control the mind. फिर उस आदमी ने पूछा सन्यासी से कि भाई फिर दिमाग को कैसे कंट्रोल करें? तो सन्यासी ने कहा, द सन्यासी replied, do your swadharma. That means what is your duty? Perform it. If you are a son, perform your duty towards your parents. Be a good son. Be a good person to the society. Be a good grandson to your grandparents. Right? Perform your duty. What is your responsibility towards your parents? Fulfilling their expectations, bringing out good grades, being a good human being, right? ऐसा कोई एक्शन नहीं करना जिससे तुम्हारे पेरेंट्स को हर्ट हो। अगर तुम बेटी हो तो तुम्हें एक अच्छी बेटी बनना है। तुम्हारी ड्यूटी क्या है? अपने आसपास के लोगों की इज्जत करना। तुम्हारी ड्यूटी क्या होगी एक इंसान के तौर पर? सोसाइटी में कुछ भी ऐसा काम ना करना जिससे औरों को तकलीफ हो, राइट? अपनी ड्यूटी करना, right? And also for that, दान is important. Now I always focus on my Instagram stories के through मैं हमेशा focus करती हूँ to spread the word that अन्नदान is महादान. Donating food is one of the most cherished, you can say, दान which ever existed in this world. आप किसी का पेट भरते हो ना, उससे ज्यादा satisfaction आपको कभी नहीं होगी. If you are filling up the stomach of some needy poor people, right? That will give you a sense of satisfaction. And for that you don't need a degree, right? आपको CA, डॉक्टर, IAS बनने की जरूरत नहीं है यार दान करने के लिए, right? If you can just give one chapati, at least one chapati to a person, to a hungry person, right? That will give you a sense of satisfaction, completeness. आपके मोबाइल फोन्स, आपके स्पाउस या आपका कोई भी रिलेशन आपको वो completeness की फीलिंग कभी जिंदगी में नहीं दे पाएगा, या कितना भी पैसा आपके पास हो वो सेंस ऑफ completeness नहीं आएगी जितना आप किसी का पेट भर के वो सेंस, वो इमोशन आप अपने अंदर ला सकते हो, राइट? सो दान इज important. Give generously to others. Listen to the recitation of Vedas, Puranas, Ithihasas. अगर आप इस सब में इंटरेस्टेड नहीं हो, no issues. If you're not interested, not a God believer person, or not interested in Ved or Puran, that is okay. But be generous. Be generous means be a giving person. If you have it, share it with other people. If you have knowledge, share it with other people. If you have extra food to eat, share it with the people who do not have it. राइट? अपने आसपास देखो कितने जानवर हैं, इंसानों को भी छोड़ो, कितने जानवर हैं जो भूखे हैं। अगर आपके पास एक्स्ट्रा चपाती है जो वेस्ट होनी है तो उसको वेस्ट मत, उसको फेंको मत, राइट? आप खाओगे नहीं उसको, राइट? क्योंकि आपका पेट भर गया है। तो जब आपका पेट भर गया है तो दूसरे को भी दो, राइट? दूसरों के साथ भी शेयर करो। इफ यू हैव enough knowledge, share it with the other people, right? लोगों को पढ़ाओ, क्लियर? सो दिस इज हाउ यू कैन कंट्रोल योर लाइफ। अभी क्या है, लोगों की लाइफ उनके खुद के कंट्रोल में नहीं है। दैट इज पीपल, दे डू नॉट हैव full control over their own life. That is why they are running here and there in search of degrees, in search of relationships, friendships, etc. Do not run here and there, right? Be a generous person, control your mind, know that nobody else is responsible for your sufferings or your happiness. Your mind is responsible. दिमाग में सोच लिया कि ये चीज से मुझे गुस्सा आता है तो आप उसी चीज से हमेशा गुस्से में ही रहोगे। दिमाग ने सोच लिया चाहे कुछ हो जाए मैं गुस्सा करूंगा ही नहीं, मुझे सिर्फ हर जगह अच्छा ही दिखेगी, तो आपका दिमाग आपको उसी तरीके से लीड करेगा, उसी तरीके से आगे बढ़ाएगा, राइट? नाउ ओवर हियर a very good example that person has given in the discourse, right? All these actions will calm the mind. The senses are under the control of the mind. So if you do not control the mind, you cannot control the indriyas. Indriyas means the senses. If you bite your tongue, which of your indriyas can be blamed for the pain that you experience? The tongue or the teeth? Nothing will be blamed for that because your mind, this is all your fault or your mind's fault, right? आपके जीभ के, आपके दांत की गलती नहीं है कि आपने अपने जीभ चबा ली, right? Likewise, if you do not control your mind, can you blame the others for your plight? अगर आप अपना दिमाग ही कंट्रोल नहीं कर रहे हो तो क्या आप दूसरों को ब्लेम करोगे आपके plight के लिए? You were running after a person, that person rejected you. Now why you are blaming this person? The fault is your mind's fault. You were running after people. आप लोगों के पीछे भाग रहे थे, लोग आपके पीछे नहीं भाग रहे थे। जब किसी ने रिजेक्ट किया तो आप उस पर सारा ब्लेम डाल दोगे, राइट? दिस इज रॉन्ग। इन एवरी केस यू हैव टू कंट्रोल योर माइंड, लुक विद इन योर सेल्फ। इसका मतलब क्या होता है? व्हाट इज द मीनिंग ऑफ लुकिंग विद इन आवर ओन सेल्व्स? लुकिंग वेयर आवर फॉल्ट इज, राइट? Clear? So only one who has controlled his mind will take the right path and seek moksha or nirvana. Clear? So let's start with the newspaper analysis now. Now the first news is packed inked to develop virus antibodies. So the Serum Institute of India along with International AIDS Vaccine Initiative announced an agreement with pharmaceutical major Merck to develop the SARS-CoV-2 neutralizing monoclonal antibodies. तो हुआ क्या है, सीरम इंस्टीट्यूट ऑफ इंडिया ने और इंटरनेशनल एड्स वैक्सीन इनिशिएटिव के साथ मिलकर उन्होंने मर्क, एक फार्मास्यूटिकल कंपनी है, उनके साथ मिलकर एक डील साइन करी है कि हम SARS-CoV-2 न्यूट्रलाइजिंग मोनोक्लोनल एंटीबॉडीज को डेवलप करेंगे. Now here two things are important. First is the information about Serum Institute of India, which has been in news throughout this year. 2020 के स्टार्टिंग से लेकर अब तक Serum Institute of India न्यूज में रहा है. So we need to understand about what this institute is. It is based in Pune, Maharashtra, and it is world's, not just India's, world's largest vaccine manufacturer by the number of doses produced and sold globally. राइट अगर हम देखें कि कितने नंबर ऑफ डोजेस प्रोड्यूस किए जाते हैं, वैक्सीन के बेचे जाते हैं, उस कैटेगरी में दुनिया की लार्जेस्ट वैक्सीन मैन्युफैक्चरर है सीरम इंस्टीट्यूट ऑफ इंडिया. And now coming towards the monoclonal antibodies. What are these monoclonal antibodies? Monoclonal antibodies, they are co-invented by IAVI, that is the International AIDS Vaccine Initiative, and Scripps Research as innovative interventions to address the COVID-19 pandemic. If the antibody candidates being advanced through this partnership are shown to be efficacious or effective in clinical trial, then SII, that is the Serum Institute of India, will lead the global manufacturing. अगर monoclonal antibodies treat करने में successful रही trials में, तो हमारी जो Serum Institute of India है इसको manufacture करना शुरू कर देगी. So what is monoclonal antibodies? These are antibodies which are made by cloning, duplicating a unique white blood cell. Monoclonal antibodies are molecules engineered in the laboratory to serve as substitute antibodies that can restore, enhance, or copy the immune system's attack on cells. Scientists can design antibodies that specifically target a certain antigen, which is also found in cancer cells. They can then make many copies of that antibody in the lab that are designed to bind to the selected antigens. It was in 1975 that Cesar Milstein and Georges Kohler developed the technique for making the monoclonal antibodies. So this is very, very important for prelims as well as your GS paper 3. They can also ask you the applications of monoclonal antibodies in mains GS paper 3. आपसे इसका use application भी पूछा जा सकता है. It is used in diagnostic applications. It is used in biochemical analysis. It is also used in therapeutic applications, diagnostic imaging, protein purification. These are the different uses of monoclonal antibodies. Okay. Now the next topic is Army Chief Commissions INS Kavaratti at Visakhapatnam. So this is very, very important for your GS paper 3. ये आपकी GS paper 3 के लिए बहुत ज़्यादा important है, ठीक है? Defense and security. Now in this news, now the next important news, Army Chief Commissions INS Kavaratti at Visakhapatnam. इसके अंदर key takeaways क्या हैं? What are the key takeaways in this particular news? So the GRSE, that is the Garden Reach Shipbuilders and Engineers based in Kolkata, they are going to deliver INS Kavaratti to the Indian Navy very soon. GRSE जो है वो उसका फुल फॉर्म है गार्डन रीच शिप बिल्डर्स एंड इंजीनियर्स विच इज इन कोलकाता. ये इन्होंने बिल्ड किया है इस तरीके की शिप को, और इस सब एंटी सबमरीन वॉरफेयर को वो बहुत ही जल्दी हमें सौंपने वाले हैं, इंडियन नेवी को सौंपने वाले हैं. राइट. व्हाट इज ASW? ASW इज, राइट इट डाउन, एंटी सबमरीन वॉरफेयर. ठीक है, ये है आपका ASW Corvette, which is the anti-submarine warfare. It is referred to as a potent stealth ASW Corvette. It has anti-submarine warfare capability and it is indigenously designed by Indian Navy's in-house organization. It is built by GRSE, which is in Kolkata, and it has state-of-art weapons and sensor suite capable of detecting and prosecuting the enemy submarines. This ship is named after the capital of Lakshadweep group of islands, and it has been constructed using high-grade DMR 249A steel produced in India. That is why it is indigenously made. ये paragraph बहुत important है. This is very important. Please note it down. So these type of current affairs are very important. ये छोटे छोटे current affairs ना इतने important है आपके prelims के लिए कि last leg of the revision में ना इनको पूरा summarize करना मुश्किल हो जाता है. So one thing that I want to suggest you is that try to you know gather all the important current affairs, try to gather all the important current affairs and try to revise them every week on a weekly basis में revise करना शुरू कर दो, because that's going to help you a lot. Now before moving forward, आगे बढ़ने से पहले, here's a small announcement for all of you. The biggest surprise ever by Unacademy Plus. Unacademy Plus एक बहुत ही बड़ा सरप्राइज लेकर आया है आप सभी के लिए, and this is regarding the students who were asking that we want a separate optional subscription. We do not want to subscribe to the GS papers, but we need we need to do the optional preparation, and we need to find a good educator who can help us to prepare the optional. For that, Unacademy is introducing a new optional category, so that an aspirant has an option to pay only for either the GS subscription or only for the optional subject subscription. It's a big surprise for the aspirants who only want to prepare for an optional subject on Unacademy. This category will have a dedicated focus on all the optional subjects in the UPSC CSE exam. There will be experienced teachers who will guide you in your particular optional. Test series for the optional subjects will be available. Dedicated doubt sessions will be given. PDF study materials will also be made available. And the existing Plus subscriber, that is the student who has already taken the subscription of Unacademy Plus, that student will also get free access to the optional category till their subscription ends. Optional subscription could be purchased by a new subscriber separately now. An aspirant will have access to all the optional subjects if he or she purchases this subscription. And also there is another surprise for all the students who want to buy the Unacademy subscription before 31st October 2020. Those students who will purchase the Unacademy Plus subscription before 31st October 2020, they will be given free subscription to optional category also. 31st October 2020 से पहले वो बच्चे जो कि Unacademy subscription लेना चाहते हैं ना, उनको free optional category का subscription भी मिलेगा. But if you are subscribing after 31st, राइट, तो आप GS के लिए अलग पे करना पड़ेगा, ऑप्शनल के लिए अलग, ठीक है. बट बिफोर 31st till the 31st October 2020, right, you will have to you will not be paying for the optional category subscription. एक ही all inclusive price में आपको GS भी मिल जाएगा और optional भी मिल जाएगा, ठीक है. And you can see the optional subscription plans. It's very cheap, बहुत ही सस्ता है. For 1 month rupees 5,000, 6 month subscription of optional 22,500, 12 month subscription for optional subject 27,500, right. So here you can also get 10% discount by using this code Sharma20. आपको easily ना 10% discount भी मिल जाएगा ये code Sharma20 use करके, ठीक है. Market price is 50,000 for 4 months. Here it is 22,500 for just 6 months, right. So you can, ऊपर से over and above you are getting discount also by using this code Sharma20. So you can see it's the biggest ever surprise by Unacademy Plus. They have launched this optional category, right. So do make sure that you subscribe to Unacademy Plus and take the maximum advantage. The next important news, 2+2 talks will focus on regional issues. Now this is related to your international relations. पहले तो ये समझ लेते हैं what is 2+2. Now this news is important for IR. Here what is 2+2 dialogue? It is a dialogue between India and USA. Similar dialogue India conducts with Australia also and Japan also. And 2+2 meeting is the highest level of ministerial institutional mechanism between the two ministries of India and USA, that is Ministries of Defense and External Affairs, right? That is why it is named 2+2. India की तरफ से 2 ministries आती हैं और USA की तरफ से 2 ministries आती हैं, ठीक है. Also, India and US, they are going to discuss the salient regional issues in this 2+2 ministerial dialogue. Now also one thing is important to note over here is that last year in 2019, for the first time, Tiger Triumph exercise was conducted from 13th to 21st November between India and USA. It is a India-US joint tri-services humanitarian assistance and disaster relief exercise. HADR's full form is Humanitarian Assistance and Disaster Relief Exercise. This exercise was conducted in the Visakhapatnam and Kakinada coast of Andhra Pradesh. Such similar joint exercises are being conducted with other countries also. For example, the Malabar exercise, the Cope India exercise, Yuddha Abhyas, Vajra Prahar. These are the different kind of exercises which are conducted with with the other countries by India. The next important news, CPI IW base year revised to 2016. The Labour and Employment Ministry revised the base year of Consumer Price Index for industrial workers. IW means industrial workers, CPI means Consumer Price Index, from 2001 to 2016 to reflect the changing consumption pattern, giving more weightage to spending on health, education and recreation and other miscellaneous expenses while reducing the weight of food and beverages. So our Labour Minister Santosh Gangwar released the new series of Consumer Price Index for industrial workers with 2016 as the base year. Mr. Gangwar said that the CPI-IW is used primarily for measuring dearness allowance which is payable to workers in the organised sector including public sector undertakings, banks and insurance companies besides the government employees. He also said that the earlier base year for CPI-IW was 2001. Now it is 2016. It is an important economic indicator as well. The next news, new app for National Museum. Hundreds of miniature paintings from National Museum's collection can now be seen through Google Arts and Culture app. This is important. Google Arts and Culture app. It's a app for National Museum. ठीक है, ये हमारे नेशनल म्यूजियम के लिए ऐप है, ये याद रखना है. पॉइंट नंबर 1. After Union Culture Minister Prahlad Singh Patel launched the Life in Miniature project. Again, this is important for prelims. Life in Miniature project ये लॉन्च किया गया है ताकि नेशनल म्यूजियम के अंदर जितने भी हमारे स्कल्पचर्स, जितनी भी हमारी पेंटिंग्स है, जितने भी हमारे जितने भी कलेक्शंस रखे हुए हैं उन सबको लोगों तक पहुंचाया जा सके इजीली ऑन डिजिटली, राइट. लाइफ इन मिनिएचर प्रोजेक्ट, please understand it and please underline it, which is a collaboration between the National Museum Delhi and Google Arts and Culture, a ministry statement said. Again, important point for prelims. Now this project uses what kind of technology? It uses machine learning, augmented reality and digitization with high definition robotic cameras to show the special works of art in a magical way. तो आपको टेक्नोलॉजी प्रीलिम्स के लिए याद रखनी है. These are the 3 pointers that you have to remember for prelims. Now the next important news, testimony of sexual assault victim enough for conviction. This is important for GS paper 1. The social issues के लिए भी important है ये, and also it is important for GS paper 2, right? इसके अंदर आपको एक बात याद रखनी है, that the Supreme Court has said the sole and trustworthy evidence of a woman who is a victim of sexual offence is enough to find her assailant guilty. This has been said by Supreme Court. Now what happened? There was a case in which a man was found guilty under the Protection of Children from Sexual Offence Act of sexually assaulting a 13-year-old child in Tamil Nadu. Now the complaint was filed, okay, but later on the mother of the girl child, right, 13 साल की जो बच्ची थी उसकी माता जी जो थी उन्होंने थोड़ा सा अपने स्टेटमेंट्स चेंज करना शुरू कर दिया. शी टर्न्ड होस्टाइल, right? She started to withdraw the case back. But Supreme Court said if the girl child is saying that she was sexually assaulted, that means that the person on whom she is blaming is found guilty, right? Irrespective of the fact that the mother is trying to withdraw the case. So the sole trustworthy evidence of women who is a victim of sexual offence, that evidence is enough to find her assailant guilty. This is a wonderful step taken by Supreme Court to protect the female girl childs. The next important news, CPCB flags unsafe disposal of carcasses. So about 30% of India's dead cattle and 40% of goats were not flayed, and nearly 9 million bovine hides were lost annually due to non-recovery. This is pointed out by Central Pollution Control Board, proposing guidelines on proper disposal of deceased or dead livestock. Carcasses, especially those that result from the animal slaughter, are an environment hazard and are partly to blame for bird hit hazards at airports, according to an introductory note in the draft. अगेन इंपॉर्टेंट पॉइंट फॉर प्रीलिम्स। जो ड्राफ्ट गाइडलाइन सीपीसीबी ने निकाली है उसमें ये भी मेंशन्ड है दैट ड्राफ्ट गाइडलाइन रिलीज्ड बाय सीपीसीबी also requires carcasses of livestock to be disposed of in incinerators, and municipal authorities must ensure that such facilities are set up and made available. Now another important environmental impact is the hides, which are mostly removed from animals for leather. The carcasses were frequently left to putrefy in the open. They are left in the open unattended and attracted vultures and dogs, polluting the environment and creating environmental hazards. This is open dumping, which is harmful for the environment because it attracted the birds, which can cause air accidents also. Flaying of cattle could yield more commercial opportunities, for example, meat meal, bone meat, and technical fat. This process, however, would require setting up more carcass utilization plants where the parts of animals could be used to make tallow, nutritional and supplements, different nutritional supplements and fertilizers. Now another method of disposal were incineration and deep burial. This is important, please underline this. ये lines जो है ना ये important है. Disposal के methods आपको याद रखने हैं. You have to remember the different methods of disposing the carcasses of animals. Incineration and deep burial is one of those. Okay. The next important news. So the drug firm Granules has received marketing approval from the US health regulator for potassium chloride extended release tablets. These are the tablets which are used for treating the patients with hypokalemia. What is hypokalemia? It is important for prelims. It's a condition when potassium level in a patient's blood is too low. तो जब किसी पेशेंट में पोटेशियम लेवल बहुत कम हो जाता है ना तो उस कंडीशन को हाइपोकैलेमिया बोलते हैं, जिसे ट्रीट करने के लिए पोटेशियम क्लोराइड की एक्सटेंडेड रिलीज टेबलेट्स का यूज किया जाता है, जो कि ड्रग फर्म ग्रैनुअल्स को जिसको मैन्युफैक्चर करने की मार्केटिंग अप्रूवल मिल गई है. क्लियर? So this is very very important. The drug will be manufactured at Granules manufacturing facility in Hyderabad. कहाँ पर है ये इसकी फैक्ट्री? हैदराबाद में. ठीक है. Now the next news, Sri Lankan Parliament passes 20th Amendment, the controversial 20th Amendment to Sri Lanka's constitution that envisages expansive powers and greater immunity for the executive president was passed in Parliament with a 2/3 majority. अब ये जो 20th अमेंडमेंट है ना ये थोड़ा कॉन्ट्रोवर्शियल है श्रीलंका के कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन का, क्योंकि इसमें ना प्रेसिडेंट को ग्रेटर इम्यूनिटी दी जाएगी. The 20th Amendment was Rajapaksa administration's first big test in the legislature. Now let us understand about this whole case. Now the Sri Lankan president Gotabaya Rajapaksa, right, they have abolished the 19th Amendment that curtailed, limited the powers of the president, and they have passed the 20th Amendment that gives greater immunity to the president. Clear? So what is this 19th Amendment? Right, जिसको रिमूव किया गया. It was passed in 2015 during the former president Maithripala Sirisena, Prime Minister Ranil Wickremesinghe's term. It sought not only to clip, that is to shorten the president's executive powers, but also to strengthen independence of key pillars like judiciary, public service and elections. It was supported by many people, including the members of civil society also. Now, when it has been abolished, it will strengthen Rajapaksa's grip on power because the country will return to its previous constitutional status where president could appoint officials for the police, judiciary and public services. Now, this is the new constitution. President said that the new constitution would prioritize the concept of one country, one law for all the people. Sri Lanka's constitution has been changed 19 times from 1978. Because of which there have been several uncertainties and confusions which have been created in Sri Lanka. So this 19th Amendment and 20th Amendment are very very important for your prelims. ये 20th Amendment और 19th Amendment आपके prelims के लिए बहुत important है. Do make sure that you study about them, revise them and prepare them accordingly. So this was today's Hindu newspaper analysis. I hope you enjoyed today's class. Now let's solve some previous prelims related questions. Question number 1. Which of the following is not included in Intangible Cultural Heritage of India list recognized by UNESCO? The question is asking which of the following is not included in the Intangible Cultural Heritage of India list? Kalbelia folk dance, Kumbh Mela, Yoga, Mahamastakabhisheka. Always remember that this list is made up of those intangible heritage elements that help to demonstrate diversity of cultural heritage and raise awareness about its importance. Correct answer to this question is, it is D, Mahamastakabhisheka. This is not included in this intangible cultural heritage list. Okay. Question number 2, Slynex 20 bilateral Navy exercise, maritime exercise was recently held. It is with India and which of the following? Sri Lanka, Singapore, Saudi Arabia, USA. Which option is correct? The correct answer to this question is, it is Sri Lanka. Next question. Arrange the following Indian cities from north to south. This is north, this is south, this is west, this is east. Aizawl, Dispur, Itanagar, Imphal. Arrange them from north to south. Correct answer to this question is, it is B. Itanagar, then Dispur, then Imphal, and then Aizawl. Last question for today. Consider the following statements with respect to National Cooperative Development Corporation. National Cooperative Development Corporation. It's a statutory corporation body which is set up under an Act of Parliament in 2020 to tackle pandemic. It functions under Ministry of Agriculture and Farmers Welfare. Which statement is correct? Correct answer is B. First statement is not correct because it is not 2020, it is 1963 and it is not to tackle pandemic but for promotion and development of cooperatives. Okay, that is why statement 1 is wrong. Statement 2 is absolutely correct. So I hope you enjoyed the class. I hope you enjoyed the questions. We'll meet again in the next class. Till then, thank you and take care.